Hello everyone, my name's Michelle and today I wanted to show you a sketchbook that I've just finished. I started this sketchbook in June last year and I started this one as a place to be messy and free, and I really wanted to have a more organic style in my work. So I really wanted to just try new materials and get messy and see what happened. Just experiment really. So there were no expectations for this journal being an amazing thing at the end, but it's really fun actually, and I kind of like it. So let's get started, shall we? This is a Moleskine journal. So this is about A4 size. I'm not sure how many pages, but I guess you can count them as we go through if you want to. Anyway, let's start. So this is page one. And on this page, you can see I've drawn a lion. And yes, this is absolutely sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. So I've used watercolor pencils here and watercolors, I think. And I've just gone to town. I've even scratched into the paint, and I think I've added some, they might be oil pastels or something on top. Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun with this one. And on the next page, I've got a bear. So animals are really fun to do sketchy works of. I just find that you can exaggerate them. Like I've really made this bear very bulky, and I like to add character to them. So this is a kind of cheeky little bear here. Same thing as the last page. I've just gone to town on it, and I've really gone to town on the color too. You can see that. So this again is watercolor pencil and watercolors. Yeah, I've just literally like scribbled in parts of this. And here we have another animal, which is a zebra. And this one is a lot tighter. I remember not liking this at all when I finished it. I was like, this is horrible. What's going on? But looking at it now, I can see there's some cool things happening, especially down here in the grass. And like these scratchy bits in here are pretty cool too. So I'm really trying to loosen up and get a lot more free and scribble and be more gestural with my lines and my mark making. Oh, I remember doing this. I think I'd been watching, well, I know I'd been watching Sandy Hester videos, and she does a lot of plein air or outdoor drawing, and I thought I'd give it a crack. I remember doing this, and I absolutely dislike this drawing as total failure, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I was going for here. I remember just being so self conscious of everybody who walked past and just not feeling very free or, to draw. I really draw most of the time alone, so there's nobody else about. So it was very weird for me to be drawing and have people walking past. And I was also quite embarrassed by it because, I mean, it's pretty crap. But anyway, you live and learn. So yeah, that was on the 1st of June. So that's when I first started. Oh, I must have started the book in May then, actually. Anyway, around that time, mid last year. Oh, this is much more successful, I think. I remember doing this from a photo. We'd just gone for a walk up in the hills, and we had a photo, and there were a lot of ghost gum trees. And I remember it just looking so beautiful, and I wanted to kind of capture that energy in the work in my sketchbook. And I actually really, really liked how this came out. I've used masking fluid and then peeled it off, and there's like pencil scratches in there too. So this is the kind of looseness that I was trying to work towards in this book. But you'll see in this book that I just go absolutely haywire at some point. Okay, so here's an owl. So if I can't think of anything to draw, I'll just look up an animal. That's my default. Um, when I don't want to think about it. So this is pretty cool, actually. I'm liking the backgrounds more than the creatures themselves. Just the mark making in here, the way I've pushed things and gone back into things, and then I've used the darker colors here. So I'm really liking this kind of background. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is from, I think this is another plein air one. This is a beach close to us. So yeah, I was painting quickly here. You can see I've just like slapped the color down, done quick marks. Same thing here, gone into it really quickly, really sketchy. I don't mind this though. I mean, it's fine for a sketch. That was on the 11th of June. These are weird, and I don't know. I think I was trying to. Yes, I've never been good at the human body. It's something that I've avoided my whole creative life, and something that I feel or have been feeling that I should start working on at the ripe old age of 47. Um, but yeah, you can probably see why I try and avoid it. I mean, it's fine, it's a body, but I mean, yeah, I don't think I did these poor people justice. Bit better here, you know. It's the body I struggle with the most. I mean, the face you can kind of fudge, but um, yeah. But do you know what I am liking about these is these colors. I just love color. You might be able to see that I have a thing for color. Yeah, more bodies, more faces. Trying, you know, to do something with that. I think I abandoned this very quickly. I actually started a sketchbook just to draw bodies, and I abandoned that pretty quickly too. So maybe it's something I can pick up again. I just got some new metallic watercolors here, so I was just trying them out. And then here is another animal. Here is a bird, an osprey. I think that's an osprey. Again, I like this. I like these scribbles. I like that kind of thing. Very quick mark making here. I remember this one didn't take me very long to do it all. It was very quick. Again, another animal, so another lion. Look at this background here. Sort of crazy scribbling. Yeah, I find that I'll get tight and then I'll try and get messy again. I'll get tight and I'll get messy again. Oh yeah, I think I just wanted to do some, I always default to watercolors. It's my favorite medium, so I just wanted to do some watercolor. So that's what this is, some watercolor cats. Cats are one of my favorite subjects. Cats, whales, um, you know, I always kind of, if I'm really stuck, it's a cat or a whale that I'll head towards. This is from a picture. I think it referenced a picture that was on the internet that was ridiculous. It was just all these cat faces, but I actually like how it worked in watercolor. And I've used masking fluid a lot for the whiskers and things here. More cats. I was just practicing drawing eyes and things. I quite like this spread. This one, I like this eye here. Every now and then I'll go the opposite way and I'll be like, can I still draw something semi realistic? So I'm always testing myself one way or the other. These were done with jelly plates. Don't know if you know what jelly plate printing is, but you basically use like a jelly plate. It's like this wobbly plate, and you put your work on that, and then you paint on it or whatever, or draw on it, put it on the plate, and then you lift it up. I'm not explaining this very well. I'm sorry. You can probably type in jelly plate printing. I'm not sure if it's gel plate or jelly plate, one or the other, but if you type that in, you'll be show an example of that. So that's from that. I think these aren't the prints. I think these are actually the pictures I drew to become prints. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Oh, and then I got into a still life thing where I did a few still life actual pieces, but this is just one that I did in my sketchbook. It's not very successful. This is quite nice here. Um, oh, and this one, I remember thinking this one was awful. I really, yeah, it's pretty bad. Sorry, you have to see that. Okay, this is where things start to get a bit gnarly. I had drawn something under here, don't ask me what it was. I didn't like it, and so I just went hell for leather, scribble, 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 scribble. And then I put these little faces in. There's like a weird little dude down here, little face here, here, weird legs. I don't know what's going on here. Um, yeah, but what's this say? I've had enough. I've had enough. I think I was in a really bad mood that day. Anyway, interesting. Let's move on. Oh, another strange deviation. That's what this book's all about, right? Some strange deviations. I started this spread with some leftover paint from another big painting that I was doing, and I just whacked it in the book at the end of the day. And then I came in and worked back into this, and this is the result. We can make it if we try. Little doggy hiking up a mountain, with a glorious pink sky. Oh, don't you love that? Oh, same thing here. I used up leftover paint, but I really like this. This is a kind of painting style that I really enjoy. This very messy, fluid, expressive, gestural, fun. I remember being stoked with this. I love this. Even these little bits of orange, these pinks and reds. Yeah. Oh, and this is loosely a reef, like a Great Barrier Reef. So this again, leftover paint, and then I've just worked back into it. And I really like this. I wish this was on a piece of paper and not in my sketchbook. Because I would put this kind of thing on my wall. I love paintings that are this kind of vibe. A couple more paintings made out of leftover paint. This is a bit of a landscape. I can see underneath, there was something underneath that looks like a weird cat here too that I didn't like, so I've painted over them. And this is like a sunset here. This is just, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a cat. This was just a collage out of bits of paper. I just felt like doing something. I had 5 minutes, so that's what happened. I think I painted this in. Yeah, I'd painted these 2 pages with leftover paint. I was doing a few big paintings on canvas, had leftover paint on the palette, put it in the book, and then I ended up with 2 pages with this. And then I've just collaged whatever I could find around. Um, yeah, so that's what that is. It's not very exciting. This is another gel plate print. I just wanted to put this one in here so I would remember it because I remember really liking this effect. And then I must have cut up some other ones that I did. I didn't finish this page. That's fine. That happens. Yeah, I remember having about 15 minutes to do something one day. So I just sat down and did this swan really, really quickly. You don't always have time to paint, but I like to do something, just something creative. It doesn't even have to be painting every day. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes you got 15 minutes. So you just got to go for it, right? These exercises from YouTube videos, watercolor YouTube videos that I saw. I want to do some YouTube videos, so I was watching a lot, and then these two really kind of struck out to me. So I thought, oh, I'll give them a go. I really like this effect with the negative painting. It's not, it's something I do, but I didn't even know it was called negative painting. So um, yeah, it was cool to do that in a purposeful, mindful way. This one I didn't quite finish, but you get the idea. Oh, here I was just throwing down blobs and then drawing things into them. Just, it's an exercise in imagination, and I really love some of this. Like, look at this creature here. What is that? This fish, this little cat, this face, this dude. Yeah, this is really fun. This is something anyone can do. Just throw down some wet on wet water, wet your paper, blob some watercolor, let it spread, leave it to dry, come back in with a pencil and just let your imagination go crazy. This is from a landscape painting tutorial, someone else's. I want to do more watercolor landscapes. We're going to New Zealand next month, so I want to spend a lot of time painting amazing landscape there. So I'd be crazy not to paint the landscape. After doing these, I'm not sure. This is very traditionally kind of watercolor. It's a bit boring to me. So we'll see. I'll probably end up with like more crazy landscapes, but this was fun. This is fun to try, and I actually learn a bit about watercolor. These are awful. These aren't great, but they were just quick exercises. I did these recently, these two cats. This was just fun. I was coming towards the end of the book and I was like, I want to finish it now. So, cats it is. I love this one. I really want to get one of these cats. I just think they're magical, magical looking beings. So this is just watercolor and watercolor pencil, aquarelle pencil. And then this is, I finished this morning. And this is the last spread of my book. And it was just a picture that I downloaded off the internet and had on my homepage. So I was like, let's do that. And I really actually like how it turned out. I think it came out quite nice. It'd be a beautiful painting, actually. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a painting of this. It's lovely. Change it up a bit, of course. But yeah, so that's the last page. That's it. There's a little pocket in the back and some trees and not much else. So that's it. That's my latest messy sketchbook. So yeah, you can see there's just a whole variety of things in there, and I'm just having a lot of fun and experimenting and trying new things. So, anything goes in a sketchbook. It doesn't have to look amazing. It's for your eyes only if you want it to be, or you can put it on YouTube like I am. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions about anything, just ask below and I will be happy to answer them for you. So, okay, take care. Woo, sorry, I meant take care, guys. And I'll see you next week. Okay, peace out. Bye.